First quarter.
It's for January to March, or it's for January to August. So are you able to tell, looking at this, whether it was one quarter or two quarters?
No, you will not be able to tell.
Okay, so can you provide us with information that would help the commission to determine whether what you have stated is actually correct? That prior to GRA taking over, you collected more, or you received more in car park fees than before?
Yeah, I'll try and provide that.
Yeah.
Though it will be very difficult, but I'll try.
Okay. Well, because part of the things would be whether or not it makes sense to have.
Yes, you see, during the police, there was a disbursement committee. If you check to the Finance and Audit Act, there must be a disbursement committee set. That disbursement committee will sit and determine how much will be given to each council. Now that committee is dormant. It's not functional.
Okay.
There was a committee. According to the Financial and Audit Act, you will see it there, that a committee should be set, chaired by the minister, the permanent secretary for local government, and a representative from the chairpersons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just provide us with the information that you can, and then so that we can look into that as well.
Yes, just a follow-up question. Prior to now, when GRA is collecting,
It was written by the chairperson of Mansa Area Council for a support towards the COVID fund.
Okay. How did they know to contact the Israeli embassy in Dakar? Is that the only embassy that they contacted?
Well, no, but they were the only embassy that responded.
No, you said they're not the only ones that you contacted. Okay, but they're the only ones that responded.
That responded.
Which other embassies did you contact?
I think we contacted the Turkish embassy.
Okay.
Yes. You know, there is one NGO called TICA.
Yes.
That is the biggest NGO presently operating in Turkey.
Okay.
By then they were in Dakar. I can remember visiting them twice in Dakar. Now they are here at the Turkish embassy. They were also contacted through the Turkish embassy.
Okay. So what do they call the Israeli embassy decided that they were going to give the council some funds.
Yes.
A check.
Yes.
So can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, the check was in CFA currency. So we checked.
Who was the chairman at the time?
Landing Sane.
And prior to going, were you aware how much the amount would be?
No, we were not aware.
Okay. So you traveled with the chairman and the driver to receive the check. Was there a ceremony?
Yes, there was a ceremony.
Okay.
It was even captured by one of the medias even.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you, or where did you cash the check?
The check, we cashed it in one of the banks in Dhaka.
Okay. And how much was it?
Yeah, it was 7 point something CFA.
7 point something what?
7.1 something like that. Million. CFA.
Okay. And how much did that translate to in dollars?
Yeah, it was 600 and something thousand.
610?
Yeah, around that, yeah.
Okay. And you said you deposited it into your
Yes,
COVID fund?
even upon arrival from Dhaka, we wrote to the ministry to inform them of this development.
Okay.
Yes. So we also received an acknowledgement also from the ministry, congratulating the Israeli embassy. Don't know whether I can
Sure.
give. Yes, yes, yes.
Chair, there are two letters. One dated the 29th July 2020 from Mansa Area Council to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Lands, entitled Funds for COVID-19. And there's a response from the Ministry of Lands to the CEO of Mansa Area Council dated 25th of August 2020, also funds for COVID-19. I apply to tender both letters as exhibits in a bundle.
A letter dated the 29th of July 2020, addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Local Government and Lands, written by Paa Sait Ceesay, Chief Executive Officer of Mansa Area Council, copied to the Governor, LRR, Chairperson, Mansa Area Council, President Galga, and a copy was provided for the file. With the caption Funds for COVID-19. The second letter is dated the 25th of August 2020. The letter is from the Ministry of Local Government and Lands, and it's addressed to the CEO of Mansa Area Council. The said letter is written for and on behalf of the Permanent Secretary by Ndong, with a file copy, with the caption Funds for COVID-19. Both letters are admitted together in a bundle and marked as LGC/PSC/MKAC/007 in evidence.
I'm grateful. So, Mr. Ceesay, the three of you that went to Dakar were paid per diem to go.
Yes.
Is there a reason that both you and the chairman were going and not one?
Pardon?
Is there a reason why both yourself and the chairman went rather than just one of you and a driver?
No, because I am the accounting assistant or the accounting officer of the council. So the chairman cannot receive funds on behalf of the council.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. Why did the two of you have to go? Because you were paying, so you're going to collect money that you needed, that you had asked for, right? So you don't have enough money.
Yeah.
Why are the two of you going with the driver? Why not one of you?
Yeah, the chairman was there to represent the taxpayers, and I was there to represent the council.
I'm a bit lost. You represent the council as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the council is for the taxpayers.
Yes.
So whether the chairman goes to represent them or you go to represent them, it's still the council.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So why both of you? Because you spent about $74,000
Yes.
to go.
Yes.
Right.
We spent around 74,000 to go and collect almost 600 and something thousand on behalf of council.
Yes, during COVID.
During COVID, yes.
When there's no funds, most places are closed, and this is funds that you're actually soliciting.
Chairman is the guy who developed the concept.
Okay.
Yes.
So he couldn't send a representative.
No, he
you.
cannot. Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. So your council, you gave a list of the properties that you are aware of that the council owns. Now, are there any tenancy agreements that the council has with any tenants?
With any tenants?
Yes, at that time.
No.
What about joint ventures with any private bodies?
No,
You
maybe
had said that
Maybe the only tenants could be the canteen,
For the market?
yeah, to the market, yeah.
You had said, because you said you wanted to work with Supersonics to develop a part of the property that you purchased.
Yes.
Was that going to be like a joint venture? What was the idea?
Yeah, it would have been a joint venture.
Did it ever come to fruition?
No.
Did you have any joint ventures with anybody else?
No.
Okay. Now, was there a land issue involving one Paa Dahaba with the council?
Yes, there was one land issue.
Okay, what was that about?
Yeah, that land issue, it was a property, I think the property was sold to Reliance and also to another company. I forgot the name of the company.
Who sold the property?
The property was sold by the council.
So the council sold the property to two individuals?
Yes.
How did that happen?
No, it's one land. So it was, I think, divided into two. So one was given to Reliance and the other one was given to the other company. I think that company is an agent under Africell. Marimo.
Okay.
Yes.
So if
So that property is in front of the compound of Dahaba. So he was claiming that space.
okay.
Eventually, he took the council to court.
And what happened?
Yeah, the case was won by the council.
Do you have a copy of that judgment?
Unless I contact the magistrate court at Mansa Concord.
All right. Can you please?
I know I was the guy who represented the council at the courts.
Okay. Can you please get us a copy of that?
From the courts?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Ceesay, on the, sorry to take you back, on the issue of the check that was given to you by the Embassy of Israel, for purposes of transparency, was the check photocopied? And which bank did you cash this check from? And if you could recall also, what was the exchange rate as at the time to arrive at the 7 million plus that you said was the total sum?
Yes,
To be precise.
yes, by then
Was this 7 million in CFA or
yes,
in
it was in SEFA.
Yes.
Yes,
Was it
the rate was
photocopy?
for a million. The rate was around 70,000 to 80,000 per million.
Okay.
Yes.
So was the check copied?
Well, it's not copied, but I have it in my phone, the presentation. But if you highlight it, you will not be able to see exactly what was written on the check.
Sorry?
Yeah, I said I have it in my phone.
Yeah.
The ceremony, the day we were having the ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took some pictures.
Yeah.
But I was trying to see how best I'll be able to capture it. But
Yeah.
if I open it, it's never clear, so I cannot be able to get it.
You cannot print it?
Yes, I cannot print it out.
Okay.
Yes.
But if you look at exhibit, the last exhibit we just took, LGC/PSC/MKAC 007, you have indicated that in the said letter, you have indicated in brackets 7,500,000 and what is indicative in the letter is that the 7.5 is Dalasi. Am I correct?
No, it's safer,
It's safer.
according to the letter. There is safer in bracket.
The tune of
There is safer in bracket, CFA. according to my letter.
So this is what was translated into how much dollars?
Into dollars is 600 and something, 610, something like that.
Yes, but now what I'm asking is that we have seen the two letters between the council and the ministry.
Yes.
Did you convey any missive to the embassy to appreciate what they have done?
Yes, I can remember we wrote to them.
Yes. Do you have a copy of
Yeah,
that
maybe
letter?
I can also find that out. I can vividly remember.
Please note and
yes,
provide that for us.
we wrote to them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Council. Now, you stated in your...
Sorry, let me just get this down,
Okay,
please.
carry on.
Yes.
You stated in your statement, on page 2 of your statement of November 23rd,
November
23rd, 2023, I think.
2023.
Yes. Your statement
Yes.
that you gave to the investigators.
Yes.
You said on page 2 that you received these monies from the Israeli embassy and from Gambians in the diaspora. And you open an account at a special account at GT Bank Soma branch.
No, sorry, it's Farafenya branch. Sorry, it's Farafenya branch. There is no GT branch in Soma. It should be
Farafenya branch.
Yes, sorry for that, yeah.
Okay. Now, who were the signatories to this account, this special account?
Yes, I was a signatory, Bai was a signatory, the chairman also was a signatory.
It's you, the chairman, and who?
And Bai Gibi.
Bajibi,
Yes.
the CEO.
Yeah, the finance director.
Oh, director of finance,
Yes,
sorry.
yes, yes.
Okay. And whilst you were there, you've made some withdrawals in this account.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Ceesay, is it proper for the chairman to be a signatory of any account?
Yeah, this was conditional from the diaspora. This account was opened by the diaspora because they have a GoFundMe account that they created for council. So this, the chairman was conditional to be part of the account.
Is that normal?
Well, you can say it's not normal, but you can also say that it's normal because it was conditional.
No, it must be one.
Yeah, it can be both also.
Okay, we'll get to that later.
Yes.
Let me ask
Yes.
this. Mr. Ceesay, how much were you paid as per diem for your 2-day trip to Dakar?
Yeah, we were paid 230 pounds.
230 pounds.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Ceesay, you were just asked by Honorable Silla about the issue of the signatories.
Yes.
What did the Finance and Audit Act or the Financial Manual say with respect to funds of council?
Yes.
What did the
Yes,
law
it's
say?
the finance director and the CEO.
So was it wrong for the chairman to have?
No, it was not wrong. This is an emergency fund. It was not wrong.
So under which law would you base your assertion that because it is emergency, another person not sanctioned by the law will be allowed to sign
Yes.
funds that are meant for council?
Yes, these funds were, we can say, was meant for councils, but this fund was purposely from somewhere. It is from an association, and the association
What does the law say?
on what?
Whether funds coming from anywhere, what does the law say as your guide, as council?
Yes, the law says the finance director and the CEO.
Did they make any exception to that rule?
To that rule?
Yes.
Well, no.
So it would not be correct to have the assumption that somebody other than not the people expressly provided for in the law should have signed the account.
Yeah, for us, we are just trying to build the trust between.
No, that is not my question. I said, is it not wrong to have made assumptions that a person that is not sanctioned by the provisions of the law should have been allowed to sign receiving or withdrawing money from accounts designated for the council?
Yeah, it's wrong.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Ceesay, during your time as CEO, did you have a clerk of council?
Pardon?
Did you have a clerk of council?
Clerk. Well, we were using the admin officer as a clerk.
So you did not have a designated
No,
clerk?
there is no designated clerk.
Why was that?
Yeah, because there are certain positions in the small councils. To maintain them is always a problem, considering the financial muscles of those councils. Because some of those positions are senior positions. It requires so many, incentives. So councils like Mansa Congo Area Council, sometimes it will be very difficult to have some of those positions filled.
Do you engage the ministry about this to get authorization to use another office instead of what the law determines that you need to get? So like the act says that you need to have a clerk.
Yeah,
and
but
it tells you what the duties of the clerk are, who hires them, etc. So the act has said this. Do you go back to the ministry and say, look, it's not feasible for us to hire a clerk. Can you authorize us to use our admin officer?
no, we didn't do that.
You didn't do that?
No, we didn't.
Very well. My colleague had some questions for you.
All right, I see it's almost 3 o'clock, but let me just ask a few questions before we go, before we adjourn the session till tomorrow. You spoke about your court case regarding the one you represented the council at the level of the magistrates court when you were asked by the lead counsel. Did you hire the service of a lawyer?
No, I didn't hire any service.
Did the council at any point hire the service of a lawyer?
No, not during my time.
You did not?
No.
And you had no advisors as well?
Advisors, no, we have no advisors.
We were speaking about let's talk about the 2018 the audit, National Audit Office exercise in 2018.
Yes.
Were you given any copy, or did you have access to any copy?
Yes, the audit copies. Yes, I have. Yeah, I was having it.
Do you currently have one copy now?
No, I don't.
So I will make reference to the 2017-2018 audit on the issue regarding the code of conduct and standard practice. The finding is that most of the staff are not aware of matters of conduct as well as other procedural requirements. Most staffs do not even appear to be aware of the legal and regulatory documents that apply to them, let alone acquainting themselves with the said relevant documents. Would that be true?
Yeah, that's true.
Why is that the case?
Because as I said yesterday, some of them are not educated, so it's always a problem for them to be acquainted with the rules and the regulations.
But you conduct the council's meetings sometimes in local languages.
Yes.
So the same can happen in relation to making them be familiar with some of these regulations.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So your excuse would not be genuine.
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's the case. Yeah. Huh?
When you turn, you also have the issue regarding the revenue forecasting and planning. There was a finding in relation to that. It says that the council is not availed with database of taxpayers in the region, and as such, an accurate basis for determining potential revenue is not available. Would that be a true statement?
They said?
That there was no database or no adequate information regarding what the potential revenue base would be at the area council for the year under review, 2017-2018.
No database?
Yes.
No, there were a database because you made your assessments. Assessments were made.
Do you have documentations regards to this assessment?
Yes, you will know exactly how much is expected on rates. You will know exactly how much is expected on license.
Where was this documented?
Yeah, they are documented because you have the registers over there.
Then why was there no response to this particular finding?
Yeah, as I told you, the finance director who was responsible was retired. So it was very difficult because the guy who took over was not, affair with the rules and the regulations of the accounts department. So I was facing serious challenges during that time.
But that wouldn't be an excuse. Some of these documents, once they have been executed, they should probably be, probably have a copy in your office as the CEO.
Yes, there are some responsibilities. It's not the responsibility of the CEO. Maybe the CEO will be the coordinator of things, but there are certain financial issues should be the responsibility of the finance director, not directly the CEO.
Give an example.
Yeah, for example, the revenue earning books.
Yes.
The revenue earning books are directly with the finance director. It's not directly with the CEO. So on signed vouchers, who is responsible of the vouchers? It's the director of finance.
You are supposed to be the primary supervisor of all activities of the area council.
Yes.
Is that the case?
Yes.
The finance director reports to you.
Yes.
In fact, should give you periodical information and reports regarding his or her activities in his department.
Yes.
And that goes to all other department heads as well.
Yes.
The act, the local government turn to act, the financial manual, it has made all these responsibilities categorically clear that they are all answerable to you. Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's the case.
So it would not be fair for you to say that they are the responsibility of the finance director.
Yeah, I think I said it here because I was struggling to get information from the finance department.
Yes.
Yes, that compelled me to be informing the ministry of the situation at the finance department.
Yes.
Yeah, that it was not functioning.
But notwithstanding, the finance would be true. That is the point. The finance would be true.
Yeah, it could be true, yes.
And it will be your responsibility
Yes.
to oversee.
Yes.
We know, of course, the finance director would have primary responsibilities, but all of these, he will be answerable. But then when there are no supervision, and there are no documents to show that there is clear supervision, that you will also be responsible as well.
Yeah, that's true.
We have the issue of unposted payments. And the amount is $178,725, 15 butoots have been spent but not posted to the cash book. The payments in question were also found to be administered by the revenue collectors from the collections they make. These payments were later retrospectively signed by the CEO, but no acknowledgement by the Director of Finance. These payments remain unposted up to the time and of the end of the audit. Were you familiar with this?
Yes.
Why was that the case, sir?
Yeah, I think anything approved by the CEO is genuine and it should be posted.
Yes.
So it was in the hands of the finance director. So it's his responsibility to post it in his cash book.
But the bigger problem is you are making retrospective acknowledgement and signing documents when you're not supposed to do that.
I'm not supposed to do what?
You are making retrospective
Yes.
signatures. Do you know what that means, sir?
No, I don't know.
You will sign these either checks or vouchers after the act had been done. After the expenditure, everything's been done, you will now come back and sign the vouchers. When you are supposed to sign the vouchers before payment, before the transaction. And there's an Annex 1 to that, wherein it has said unposted payments. You have the payment of clutch cylinder in 2018, September. You spend $1,900. Payment of carburetor, $3,000. The pay is Azimex. You have payment of cleaning and materials for the chairman's quarters, $770. Payment of 30 liters of gas oil, $1,639 is 80 bututs. Sorry, this particular report, Madam Chair, doesn't have numbers, so I cannot refer you to the specific numbers. But the finding is such that these payments, you will sign the vouchers after the payments have been effected.
No,
That would not be true?
no.
But you didn't respond to this particular.
That's what I told you. I think what I said is very clear.
It's not clear, sir.
Yeah, it's clear. I was facing some difficulties at the finance department. I told you here.
But just wait a minute.
Yes.
Just calm down. You had said you were familiar with the report.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So the difficulties you were facing, you could have raised it at the level of the response.
No, that's what I am telling you. What I did was,
Yes.
yes, I wrote to the ministry to tell them about the situation at the council
Yes.
for it to be remedied.
Yes.
So nothing was done.
Is that a general issue regarding the finance director?
Yeah, that was a general issue because the time he came, he said he will not use the manual books of the council.
Yes.
He will use his own system.
That is by
That's by Jimmy Shala.
Yes.
So all the information we were getting from the books was abandoned,
Yes.
and there was no system in place.
Yes.
That was the problem.
But the signing of the vouchers
Yes.
after the transaction has been done
Yes.
by you
Yes.
is a direct act of the CEO. That's different.
No, the CEO has already signed.
No, you don't understand. Who signs these documents, these vouchers?
Which documents?
Any voucher that's been raised?
It's
Who are the
si-
two primary signatories to these transactions?
The CEO is the authorizing officer.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that is what the finding is actually trying to
So
illustrate.
the CEO has authorized.
Yes.
So what of the paying officer, he didn't sign?
Yes.
And-
Now, can I read to you again what the finding is? Maybe you will understand better. Can I do that, sir? Says, we noted during our testing of vouchers that payment vouchers amounting to $178,725.15 bututs have been spent but not posted to the cash book. The payment in question were also found to be administered by revenue collectors from the collections they make. These payments were later retrospectively signed by the CEO but not acknowledged by the Director of Finance. These payments remain unposted up to the time of the end of this audit. So basically what it means is the monies that the revenue collectors will collect, expenditures will be made, and then you will now sign the vouchers subsequently. In fact, these vouchers were not even signed by the Director of Finance. You yourself will sign the vouchers subsequently. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I understand, but I
So
don't
that-
agree with that.
That's okay. Let's just get the let's just get the finding as to what it is all about, so that you instruct the collectors to make expenditure, regardless of the nature of the expenditure, and then you will now validate that by signing the subsequent vouchers at some time. You are saying that it's not correct.
Yeah. You
don't do that.
No, I don't do that.
In your statement, you made a similar. You said clearly in the second page of your first statement on the 23rd of November 2023. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I have a copy.
Read the third paragraph. The third paragraph. Do you have it?
Yeah, I think I have it. Let me just check.
That is your statement of the 23rd of November 2023.
On the
23rd of November.
yeah, can you just read it?
Do you have a
No,
copy?
yeah,
of the statement? Can I show you the statement? Let me show you the exhibit itself. Turn to the second page. Yes.
The second page, yeah?
Yes. At the third paragraph, where you have on the issue.
Yes.
Yes, please read.
On the issue of unposted payment of $175,725 queried by 2019 National Audit. I understand that sometime when council need money to fund an activity, the CEO and director will instruct collectors to make direct payments from the collections to service provider for that particular activity. However, this query was not responded due to the absence of the then Director of Finance, who was on retirement at the time.
Is that your statement?
Yes.
Do you still stand by it?
Yes.
Mr. Ceesay?
Yeah, but I think I earlier said this here.
No, but you are now denying
No,
the finding of the auditors.
No,
the
I don't-
same finding.
Yes.
You denied that.
Yes.
The same finding is what you wrote on your statement.
Yes.
Exactly what they are saying in the report.
No, what I am denying is who is responsible for the posting of the transaction.
No, you said
That's what
you
I'm
do
saying.
not sign. You
Yes.
said you do not sign vouchers after payments are being effected.
Yes.
Yes. That's what you said.
Yes.
You don't sign vouchers
Yes.
after statements are being effected.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Did you not say that?
Pardon?
Did you not say that?
Yeah, I said that, yes.
Do you now want to change that? Because your statement, it indicates you signed vouchers
Yeah,
after statements.
I can go by that.
You can go by what?
What is on the statement?
So now your denial is no longer tenable. You are now reversing that.
Yeah.
So now you accept you
Yeah,
signed
I accept,
vouchers.
Yes.
See. So so it's correct that you do ask collectors to make payments.
I don't ask collectors. I said it here. I channel it through their department heads.
Did you say that in your statement?
Pardon?
Did you say that in your
No,
statement?
it's not said in my statement. Maybe I cannot capture everything in my statement.
Did you not say that you are going by your statement, sir?
Yes.
You said that?
Yeah, I said that.
Or do you want to change that now?
No, I don't want to change, but I know that I cannot capture everything in my statement.
I understand that.
Yes.
But in your statement, you specifically mention the fact, you are even given reference by the lead counsel regarding a particular, one of your employees who said clearly that you instructed that he makes payment, and you said no.
No, I didn't. He said they give me money. That's what I said. I never take money from anybody.
But do you instruct them to make
I
payments?
instruct their department heads, not them.
In your statement you outlined, you instruct them.
No.
You didn't write that?
No, I wrote it. Maybe it's an oversight. It's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, yeah.
But we wouldn't take that because you had already acknowledged on 2 occasions.
Yeah, no
that-
problem.
Let me finish my
Okay.
question, because you've already acknowledged that you are going by this statement.
Yeah,
Did you not make that acknowledgement?
yeah.
Go ahead. So we proceed. So therefore, the annex would be correct. The samples that the auditor outlines regarding the payments that you will sign after, the vouchers that you will sign after payments have been made is correct.
Yeah, as you said.
Not as I say.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Good. Now, there were also issues of missing payment vouchers. You have that a number of payment vouchers missing from the files. Our review of the cash book revealed a certain payment entries were not filed with the vouchers presented for review. Was that the case, sir?
Yeah, that was the case.
Why would that be the case, sir?
No, those files are under the custody of the finance director. Maybe the finance director will be in the position to explain more.
How long have you been working with the finance director?
Finance director, which year was this?
2018.
2018?
Yes.
Yeah, I worked with him for almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Yes.
When did you write the report? When did you report the finance director?
This one was a different finance director.
Who was the advisor at the
This
time?
was Ibrahim Noperi Jane.
Numere Jane. Did you file any report regarding his activities or his incompetence?
Ibrahim Jane.
Yes.
Yes, I could remember writing some issues concerning this audit response.
Did you write to the Service Commission or any institution
Yes, I can remember.
regarding his incompetence?
Yes.
Do you have that letter?
No, maybe I can get that from the office, but I can vividly remember writing to institutions
Regarding what?
regarding the audit report, why the audit report was not responded.
No. I'm not saying the responding to the audit report. I'm saying
Even his incompetency was also written to.
in the same letter.
Yeah, in the same letter.
But that is after the audit report.
No, before the audit report.
How many letters did you write about Mr. Jane?
Yeah, it's about 2.
So you wrote a letter to, who did you address the letter to?
Pardon?
Who did you address the letter to?
Yeah, I could remember writing to the permanent secretary
About what?
about the situation of my finance department.
And what was that?
Yeah, that was in around 20.
What was that about? What did you specifically report? Or
Yeah, it was
highlight?
about the competency of the finance director.
Of the finance director.
Yes.
Can we have a copy?
Yeah, I'll try and trace out those copies.
You will try and trace out. You have to have a copy if you have to go by, because there is no evidence of that existing. So unless you have a copy, we cannot go by that. Do you understand?
Yes.
But what we know is that there is no report of that nature, and so it will be deemed that you were satisfied with the relationship you have at the time, or had at the time with Mr. Jane.
Pardon?
We will take it that you were satisfied with the relationship you had with Mr. Jane at the time.
No, I was really not satisfied. Our relationship was not very cordial, definitely.
Now, Annex 3 of the 2018 it discloses that there were a number of payments amounting to $324,621, rather not acknowledged as received by the payees. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, I understand.
Was that to your notice?
Yes, that was true.
Okay, so what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, sometimes we do funding to certain institutions,
Yes.
and after funding, there should be an acknowledgement from the
Yes.
recipient. But definitely, some of them were not forthcoming.
If there is no acknowledgement, how will we know that those monies have been received?
Yeah, sometimes the voucher is signed by the recipient.
Sometimes?
Yes, or I can say the voucher is signed by the recipients.
Yes.
But normally, even when they sign, there should be an acknowledgement, definitely, to indicate that they have, received certain amount from
But
the
even
council.
the signing the voucher will indicate receipt of the amount of monies. But that would not be the case.
Yes, that's what I said. I accepted what you are saying. I said even signing, there should be a letter or an acknowledgement letter from the recipient attached to the voucher that is signed by the recipient.
Yes.
That's true.
Why would that not be a practice? You are spending public funds.
Yes.
You are the CEO. You are the chief accounting officer. You are spending public funds and up to this amount, and you can account for it. Because if you cannot have the payee to sign showing receipt of the money, it means you can't account for these funds. Will you understand that?
No, we are not talking about the signature. We're talking about the acknowledgement letter.
Yes.
That should be
It didn't
provided.
say acknowledgement letter.
Yes.
It didn't say acknowledgement letter. Either or, what I'm trying to point out is that there has to be a signature
Yes.
of the payee.
Yeah. Even with the signature, there must be an acknowledgement also.
Yes.
According to good practices.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's all right. But
Yeah.
then in relation to raising vouchers and making payments, the signature is sacrosanct. It is fundamental
It's
of
fundamental,
the payee.
yes.
That is clear in relation to the rules of raising vouchers and making payments.
Yes.
So let's just stick to that for now, since you don't have the acknowledgement letters. You don't have them. In most cases, these are petty payments, so you may not even have letters for payments of $1,000 to $2,000 or so and so forth. Do you understand?
Yeah, I
But the
understand.
accumulation is what gives you this amount. Now, all these payments, there are no evidences that they are in fact being paid. That is the point. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
Yes, so why would that be the case? Why would you make payments without verifying whether in fact the payee has received the monies or not?
Yes, that could be some lapses on our side, and we have to take up responsibilities.
When you say we, who are you referring to?
Yeah, I'm referring to me and the Director of Finance, because we had the spending officers.
Mr. Zara, in fact, on other occasions as well, you will make payments without having the two, that the CEO and the Finance Director, sign in to have these payments being executed. That was also a practice in your area council. Would that be true?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Can you provide an explanation as to why that would be the case?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, council sometimes is difficult to manage.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the pressure and also the requests coming from different directions. So sometimes the CEO will not be there, they will contact the finance director. So sometimes the finance director can chip in, ask the CEO to do some of these expenditures.
So when you said in your statement that on the issue of non-acknowledgement of payment of $324,621 created by the 2019 national audit, I am sure that there were receipts and acknowledgement attached to most of these payments. Therefore, that is on the second page of your statement.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Therefore, the issue of non-acknowledgement of payment queried by the national audit is false in the fact due diligence was done in relation to most of these payments. Your statement would not be correct.
Yes, as I said,
Yes to what?
Yes, most of the...
No, first answer the question. Your statement will feel false. What you have stated and deposed to will be false.
No, not actually false.
You had just admitted before I had shown you your statement that in fact what the auditor has said is true.
Yes.
You had already admitted that it is true. In fact, there were most occasions wherein the payee would not sign.
Yes.
And they will not send acknowledgement letters. You admitted that some moments ago, before I had shown you what you wrote.
Yes.
Yes to what?
Yeah, council, you know, these are statements.
Yes.
Yes, sometimes you will write something that you are not aware of. It's possible. These are statements.
Don't do
of
that.
Course.
You cannot do that. Don't.
Of course, sir.
With all due respect, my friend.
Yes.
You cannot say that now. You cannot do that. You are an educated person.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yeah, that's
you
the
know,
case, yeah.
You know that when you write statements, especially two illegal, are true. Otherwise, you are probably going to be challenged with the issue of perjury. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's
you know what perjury means?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Then we have a problem. We have a serious problem if you don't know what perjury means.
Can you please explain?
Explain to you what?
Yeah, what you are telling me now.
That you are giving false statements.
Yeah, okay.
That you are not supposed to give false statements.
Okay.
Do you know that?
Yes, I know that.
So why did you give false statements?
No, this is not false.
What is not false?
Yeah, it's not that all the vouchers are not being acknowledged. Some of the vouchers are being acknowledged.
I never said all.
Yes.
There is an amount that was outlined that is the subject of the query.
Yes, I can accept that.
You can accept what?
Yeah. The amount you are talking about.
That there's no acknowledgement.
Yes, I can
So that's
accept
why I said in your statement, what you wrote, that you are, that the national audit finding is false. In fact, your statement itself is false in your statement.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Okay. The issue of the staffing, do you have a staff register? I know you have been asked about this by the lead council. Do you have
a staff register?
Yes.
Yeah, there is a nominal role.
You know how many people work in the area council?
At Mansa Congo?
Yes.
During which period?
2018.
2018, it was 100 and something. I cannot be precise.
The finding is that we could not establish if the staff complement is appropriate, as we have not been able to confirm from audit due to limitation of scope. Most staff failed to turn up for verification even though we made a prior request. This is the midst of report of overstaffing by the Finance Committee of the Council with reports of employees on the payroll but who never turn up for work. Was this information to your knowledge?
Who never turn up to work?
Yes, there were ghost employees.
No. During my time, I don't think there was any ghost employee.
You have no issues regarding
No.
employees who were...
No, to be frank, I was not having those issues.
You don't have those issues?
No, definitely.
But you were aware of the query by the auditors?
Yes.
Why did you not respond to that?
Pardon?
Why did you not respond to say that was not the case?
Yeah, it was an oversight then.
The Caesar, you cannot, at some instance you said you cannot respond because there was an issue regarding the finance director.
Yes.
But now whose fault is this?
This is my fault. This is administrative.
But it means what you are saying is true
Yeah,
then.
that's what I said is true.
Yes.
I said it's true. This is administrative, it's not financial. This is my side.
So it's true, what they are saying is true?
Yes.
Good. Under payment of collection, examination of GTRs against the collector's cash book revealed that collections amounting to $32,945 for the period under review was not paid by the underlisted collector. The audit also noted that expenditures amounting to $16,000 was made by the said collector out of the revenue collected by completing payment vouchers, and these payment vouchers were authorized by the CEO.
Which CEO?
You.
No.
Is that correct?
No, it's not correct.
Okay, that's fine. In 2018, the collector's name, Lamin Balde, GTR number 2855151, 2855200, $13,570. You've authorized the payment.
No, I never authorized any payment.
You authorized
Because you cannot authorize verbally. It's not possible. These are public funds.
You have done that?
No.
You have said it in your statement.
No.
Okay, again, I will read the statement, your statement, the second page. You said, on the issue of unposted payment of $175,725 queried by the auditors, I understand that sometimes the council need money to fund activities. The CEO and director will instruct collectors to make direct payments from the collections.
Yeah, but what I told you is very clear. Me, I never instruct any,
just wait.
in your staff.
Who do you instruct?
I instruct the finance director to carry on.
Is that not a verbal instruction?
Yes.
You just said.
Yeah, but directly to the collectors.
No. Let's forget the idea why I'm referring you to this. Your statement again is to show you that you make verbal instructions.
Yes.
As opposed to what you are saying now.
Yes, to the finance director.
No, you make verbal instructions for payments.
To the finance director.
That is not the question. Do you make verbal instructions for payments?
To the finance director.
So it is verbal instructions?
Yes.
So your earlier answer that you don't make verbal instructions is wrong?
No, I said I didn't make instructions to junior officers. No, I deal with the department heads. That's what I said.
But the department heads will be verbal instructions?
Yes.
Why will you make verbal
I can accept that.
Why will you make verbal instructions for payments?
Yeah, sometimes it depends on how the issues are coming.
Should you make verbal instructions for
Yes.
payments? Should you make verbal instructions for
shouldn't.
payments?
No.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong, yeah.
And you will be responsible for that?
That's wrong.
Will you accept responsibility?
Of course.
The issue of unpresented GTRs. There were, Lamin Balde and Ansumana Sar had issues regarding unpresented GTRs for audit purposes. Were you aware of this?
Yes, I was aware of that.
What did the management do about that?
Yeah, I think even some of them were even suspended.
They were suspended?
Yes, concerning these issues.
Do you have the suspension letters?
I can vividly remember.
Do you have them?
With me here?
Yes.
No, I don't get it.
You don't?
No.
Any questions? I'm done with the 2018.
Recall that yesterday I asked you to refer us to the legislation, that is either the act or the financial manual, with respect to the development issues that we were discussing.
Yes.
If I could recall, we were asking about what is the role of the director of planning, and were you able to do so?
Yes, I
Were
was
you
able to
make any
do so.
reference? Yes.
Yes, I was able to do so. For example, I didn't see it in the act specifically, but according to their TORs,
Yes.
I can remember that, for example, they'll be responsible for public works, infrastructural development of councils, and also service delivery. Yes. And they are also the technical advisors of council. But definitely I've searched into the FA and also into the Local Government Act, but definitely I didn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But does the act provide for the development committee?
Yes, the Local Government Act.
So, in essence, these rules are derived from the provisions of the of the act,
Yes,
which talks about the committee on development,
yes,
right?
yes. You also talk about the rates and taxes
Yes.
tariff. Yeah, when the rates and taxes is the compound rates, right? I think that's what you were asking about.
Yes.
Yes. So, according to the Local Government Act,
What provision?
let me see.
What section?
Yeah, let me see. Let me confirm. I saw it somewhere yesterday. Yeah, according to the Local Government Act, at page 70,
What is the section?
section 130 to 131.
Yes.
Financial autonomy of council.
Yes.
Okay, it states rates shall be levied and collected in accordance with the provisions of the General Rates Act
Yes.
of 1992
Okay.
and the law referred to under section 130 of this act.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but I don't get
That is subsection 2 of section 131.
yes.
Okay.
But for the General Rates Act, I don't get that one.
You don't have that one?
No, I don't have that one.
So how are you doing, how are you collecting taxes?
Yeah, the stipulated amount is uniform. All councils are using the same rate, all provincial councils.
Okay.
Yeah, at $100 per compound.
So is that gazetted?
Yeah, it's gazetted, yes. It's gazetted.
Okay, so you
And this rate, we have been using this rate for over 3 decades now. $100 per compound.
that is what you have been using.
That's what we are still
Did
using.
you make any proposal for amendments?
We have been making so many proposals, definitely. Collectively,
Where
even
were you making these proposals to?
through Galga,
To which, to where?
to the ministry.
And you write, they
We
don't
wrote,
respond?
we have workshops, we have so many engagements concerning the tariffs, concerning the rates and taxes.
And they do not give you any response?
Yeah, no response is being given. Even the valuation of compounds.
Yes.
The compounds last to be evaluated for the past 10, 15 years. It was done by Gumworks.
And when you do this, request, do you refer them to the legislations?
Of course.
That is warranting you to make the request?
Yes, of course.
from them?
We even have some legal advisors when we were doing all these things.
Who are your legal advisors?
Yeah, I could remember Ami Bensouda was one of our legal advisors. I think this program was done at, I think, Kairaba. Yes. From their collectively acts and association, we also did it, submitted to the ministry.
And-
Yet still, there is no response.
And those documents were left in somebody else's drawers, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All right. So you referred us to, you talked about TOR.
Yes.
Now, who drafted, who did the TOR?
It's the Service Commission, Local Government Service Commission.
The TOR for the development?
Yes, for the development.
Committee.
Yeah, for the development officers. You
The
mean the
service-
development committee or the development officers or the director of planning?
You know,
I think yesterday you talked about the
Director of Planning.
yes, Director of Planning.
Yes, now I'm referring to the committee.
Yes.
Yes,
For their functions?
yes.
Yeah, I think it's stipulated in the Local Government Act. All the functions of the different committees.
No, what I'm meaning is that the Department of Planning, who
Yeah.
develops the TOR?
Yeah, it's developed by the Local Government Service Commission.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Please refer to section 46C,
Section 40?
6C of the Act.
Yeah.
Did you realize that it is not the Local Government Service Commission?
Department of Control shall include. Yeah, you're talking about the department or their TOR?
I just told you.
Yes.
I said the Department of Planning.
Yes.
Who provides, who is supposed to draw out the TOR?
The TOR for the Department of Planning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the ministry who should come up with the TOR.
Is that what section 406 is saying?
Yeah, when they say the council should establish, we can only establish the departments, but the TORs, I think, should be done by the ministry. This is just to establish it, to make sure that these departments are.
Can you read what it says?
46.1,
46C,
46C.
yes.
Yeah, it said the planning department.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you read it?
I read the whole thing.
Yes, 46C. It's only 46C. I want you to read.
Yeah, it said department subject to subsection 2. I think you are referring to that section. A council shall establish such departments as it shall deem appropriate for the day-to-day execution.
Just read 41.1 and you go to C.
40?
46.1. What does it say?
Yeah, 46.1. It said subject to subsection 2. A council shall establish such departments as it shall deem appropriate for the day-to-day execution of its function.
And what is subsection 3 saying?
The
You know, sub 2 is identifying the departments that
yes,
should be set up.
yes.
So what is 3 saying?
The three is saying the departments of a council shall have such terms of reference and such staff as a council shall determine.
Yes.
Yes.
So it is not the Local Government Service Commission that does the TOR. It is the council. It is your council that is supposed to draw out the TORs.
No. For example, the planning, the Directorate of Planning or the Director of Planning is not employed by council. The Director of Planning is employed by the Local Government Service Commission. So when you are employed by a body, that body should give you the TOR.
I am not referring to the individual. I am referring to the committees.
Are you talking about the
Yes.
committees? But this case is not talking about the committees. This case is talking about the planning department.
That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
The committee is in the planning department, right?
Which committee?
The development committee, is it not under the planning department?
No, it's not under the planning department.
Where is it?
It's under the council.
It's not under the planning
No,
department?
no, it's under the council. It's
So
not
it
under
is-
the planning department.
So what is, refer me to the law that says the development committee's TOR is to be, you said, or let me rephrase the
Yes,
question.
that's what I told you. I
The
made
development committee's TOR, who prepares it?
the development,
Committee,
yes.
TOR, who prepares
The
it?
development committee's TOR
Yes.
is done by is the responsibility of the chairperson. All the committees, their TORs, the chairman is responsible to come up with their TORs.
It's not the council.
No, it's not the council, it's the
Did you
chairperson.
read the legislation very well?
Yes, I've read the legislation.
And you understood it?
Yes,
Okay. For the time being, we will take you off.
yes,
We
ma'am.
will take what you said.
Yes.
You understand? But we have a different understanding.
Okay.
Okay, council, you may proceed. No, just wait a minute. Let me just, before this question, you have referred us to, you told us earlier before we went for break, when council's, lead council asked you about the minutes of the meeting of the general council where you discuss the car park fees, and you discuss in that in the minutes of that meeting, you discuss how disbursement was to be done with respect to the amount that you received as car park fees. And you have stated, let me quote you verbatim, you said that at that council meeting, the 12 wards should be given 35,000 for their projects. Was that what was agreed?
Yeah, that was agreed.
That was what was agreed?
Yes.
So now, would I be correct to say that the fact that you have told the commission that when you do your budgeting, you receive information from the ward level as to the priority areas of their project cannot be true? Is that correct?
Can you come back, please?
What I'm saying is that you've earlier on said in your testimony that when you prepare your budget, you do consultation at the level of the wards through their councillors.
Yes.
And they submit their project areas that they are interested in.
Yes.
Now, at this council meeting, when you had your monies disbursed to you from government, you agreed as council that you will be disbursing 35, that the wards would only be entitled to project money amounting to 35,000. So my question is, you do not lend credence to what you have budgeted for the wards. Is that correct?
Yeah, for example, when you budget...
No, is that correct first?
Yes,
that's correct.
Yes, yes.
Okay, then you can explain.
Yeah, for example, when you budget for a ward, maybe you budget around 300,000 for a ward.
Yeah.
Any expenditure you do in the ward will be deducted from the money budgeted for a
But
particular
that is not
ward.
what you agreed in these minutes.
Yes.
So that is what I was just trying to be clear about.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Yes, because you cannot have a budget that has been prepared pursuant to consultation and priority areas, you understand? And then you come and dish them amounts that may not even meet their target
that's
areas.
true, yeah.
So that is the...
Yeah, that's true.
So Council, you may proceed. Thank you.
Yes, we discussed the 2019 National Audit Office report, January 2019 to December 2019. There are accounting policies of preparations of financial statements. I'm on page 4. Were you receiving financial statement and monthly reconciliation?
I was not.
Yes. Yes. Were you receiving accounting policies for, financial statements and monthly reconciliations for the finance director?
No, I was not.
You were not.
Yeah. And I think I also write to that effect. I wrote to that effect.
Do you have the letter with you?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Can we have it?
Has he answered?
The witness is trying to see whether he has a letter that he wrote regarding the question of non-preparation of financial statement and monthly reconciliation.
Yeah.
You have it?
Yeah. one is weekend members.
If you don't see it, we can wait until tomorrow morning if you come. Yes, sir.
So that I can take my time. to
Yes,
get it.
yes.
If it's a convenient point, we will continue tomorrow at sharp 10.
Council, I
As a
just,
question, please. Yes.
I just want to appeal for one thing.
Yes.
Because presently my desk is full and this is end of month. I don't know whether you can help me to, at least tomorrow I clear my desk so that on Thursday I can be back. I don't know whether it will be possible or not.
No, it is not going to be possible. We expect you to be here at 10 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
So you can do that when you close from the commission.
All right.
Thank you so much.
As a question, please. Yes.